Hey, 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 it's Dawn with For Grace Creations. And I thought I would hit record and just bring you along with me while I use up some book pages. This I've already read, but look at this beautiful cover. I want to use it as a journal cover. It's made with faux leather. It's bendable. It just feels amazing. It has some really, really fun pages in it that I will use in the junk journal. But then it's got the guts that I'm not going to use. Let's use up some book pages today. So let's tear out some. And then I'm going to set this book aside. And I thought I'd show you, I've got another hardcover book that I found that eventually I do want to use this cover as well. So we'll pull some pages out of this, or we'll try, there we go. Yep, some pages come out wonky. We can work with that. This is a bigger one I've got that I usually use it as a glue book. You know, like when I'm going to glue stuff down, I use this underneath. But, I mean, we may as well use a few of these as well. And I'm going to set this aside because even though I use that for gluing, I decided that today it might be a better idea to get this mat out. Now, if you don't have any kind of mat, here is what I also use sometimes. Take the bag. This is from a cereal box. The cereal was gone, and I dumped out all the crumbs. And it's just the bag. And I cut it open, lay it. You know what? Let's do that. And you know what? I'll just get rid of this mat because not everybody's going to have one of those. And we've got this. So we've got our book pages. We have our surface protector. We're going to need glue. So I've got some art glitter glue. Yoo-hoo glue stick here. And then I'm going to grab this. And I finally broke down and bought one of these. I took the plastic off and threw it away. We need a ruler for tearing, and I have a pair of scissors. We have what we need. The first thing I want to show you is a really easy pocket that can be put into a journal. You just sew it in with your signatures, and you've got a pocket. For this one, it is very simple. Any book page, doesn't matter what size. You could take off some of the white part if you want, but you don't have to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it sideways and fold it up. And I think I am going to take some of the white off. I'm going to fold this down in. You don't have to. And I'll use my glue stick here. I will go ahead and do a little inking. You do not have to. All right, so you could, if you are a sewer, instead of gluing here, you could go and sew around the whole thing. So you could put your glue here and here, fold it up, or staples. I wanted to show you that as well. Okay, so here's a stapler. Any stapler works. This is the Tim Holtz Ideology Tiny Attacher. I just got this, and so I want to play with it. So since these are teeny tiny staples, I'm doing 3. And then I'll fold this in half. Okay, and that's it. We have our pocket. You could decorate it, not decorate it, totally up to you. I'm going to leave mine naked, plain right now, just because I don't know exactly what I want to do with it yet. And it's a mass make, so I want to make a few. So let's do another one. And this time, we're going to use this one with the wonky edge. Remember, I did that pulling things out. So I'm just going to put it there at a straight line and tear. There we go. And I think I'm actually going to turn it this way, fold it up, and then glue here. Ooh. And over here. Okay, fold it in half. So that is the easiest, quickest one that I thought I would show you. Let's do another one real quick. I'm going to go ahead. You know what? I'm going to get my normal stapler. Okay. It's got bigger staples, so we probably will only need 2. Yep. Fold her in half. Okay. So we made 1, 2, 3. That gives me 4. That's good enough for now because I want to show you some other things. Now, I am saving these, and I'll show you why towards the end. Is another simple one. So we're just going to take another page. I'm going to go ahead and tear off this white stuff again. See how the wording is right side up? Okay. Turn it upside down. Now, when you fold it up, it is... Here, I'll show you. Hold on. It's right side up so you can read it. Now, that part's not, but later we can decorate that part. We're going to glue this side and this side. And there we have a pocket. You'll glue this whole thing down to your page. Okay, so that's not too nice. I didn't see that. We'll just trim that off. Yeah. This one is a glue the whole back down to the page and you have one pocket. So let's do that again. Let's get another book page. And I'm going to rip this one right on the edge of the words. And then, oh, upside down and fold up. There we go. And this one, I'll give a little ink-a-rooney. There we go. And you know what? Let's use the stapler this time. I mean, because it is very likely that we run out of glue every once in a while. So with this bigger pocket, I'm doing 3. And then... And if you're saying, you know, Dawn, I really don't like the look of those staples, let me show you what you can do. I just want to put lids on stuff. There we go. Okay, grab a Sharpie. Maybe, let me grab a different pen as well. Just a regular ballpoint pen. And let's try the Sharpie on this one. And let me zoom in and show you a little closer. Okay, where the staples are, we're just gonna actually accentuate those staples, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we accentuated, and now let's make faux stitching. We'll go across here, and we'll go up and across the top. Dun, 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 dun. That looks kind of cool. It'll be even more fun once it's decorated. Okay, so we have that one done. Let's do another one and try ballpoint pen this time. What is mine? Pig and Pancake, Seaside, Oregon. Okay, let me zoom you in. Okay, we'll go right up against these staples. There we go. Okay, zoom you back out a little. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then my prototype, 4. So we'll stick with that. And I told you to save these little extra pieces, and I said I would show what to do with it. I'm thinking make a masterboard that can go on as a journal cover. So what I did was I got this in the mail, the Prineville Powell Butte phone book. I am never going to use this because let's be real, we've got Google, we've got maps, we've got, you know, all that. So I thought, you know, these are really good papers to make masterboards. So I just kind of started gluing scraps down. Neutrals are great to start with. It is a little bit soft. It's an old paper, so it can rip easily, so I gotta be careful. But I'm just gonna plop that one right in the middle. And then here's some from our Jane Austen. Oh, it says Jane Austen on one side and Emma on the other. Let's glue the Emma side down and have Jane Austen showing. Go wonky here. And there's some more. Oh, because after you kind of get them on and you figure out, okay, I'm done with the layers. You like the way it looks. Then you can come over it with a few different things and kind of get it a little bit more sturdy, if you will, so you can use it as a junk journal cover. Or, you know, you could also use it as a page in a junk journal. So you just glue it, glue it, glue it, glue it till you've got all the layers and it looks cool, right? You could ink the edges before you glue it down. You don't have to, but you could. But that's why I said save all your neutral scraps to do that with. But let's take I think I only have this one done. Yeah. Let's take it out and push all that mess over. Okay. So I've got this one, Gesso. It is Essentials brand, so Walmart, I believe. Bimart has it. You can get it online. There's all different brands, but this one is kind of a thin one. And you can use your paintbrush and spread it around, right? And it just gives a little bit of, it blends everything together a little. Or take your finger, I know, messy, and just go around the edges of where each piece has been glued down. Whatever you want to do. I am just going to slop this everywhere, and I'm not really going to pay attention as to did everything get some on it. And once this dries, it does create, it is matte, so it's not shiny, but it kind of creates uniformity in all these different colors, if that makes any sense. And it does give the page a little bit more strength. Almost like it's a thicker paper. You know, do you know what I hope you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, after that dries, and of course, this does say quick drying, but yeah, I really should wait a few minutes, but I'm not going to. After that, you could go over it with paint or coffee, spray a little coffee on there. I'm going to grab, let's see. Okay, Walnut Stain Distress Oxide Spray. I'm going to shake it up. I have a bottle of water, and I'm going to squirt a little water on, I think, yeah, squirt a little water on there. And then I'm going to squirt some of this spray on there. I know, it looks like a lot, but I then am going to hope that it drips down and gives some grunge to it. Otherwise, you could always just do like this all over. Now, I will say, as you can tell, we now have a big brown mess all over our page, and that's not what I was going for. So I'm going to take tissue, and I'm going to mop some of that up, because I do want to see some of the prints underneath. So this also helped it dry. There we go. And you can do this however you want, but you see, it now has a, kind of a vintage look to it, instead of the colors being bright and vibrant. And I could maybe do a little bit more gently this time. And it gives it a totally, completely different look. So then what I would do is, I know it's not dry, but it's okay. Then I would fold it in half when it was dry. I'm doing it wet just so I can show you. And it will fold easier when it's dry. But you can now use it as a journal page. If you do that, obviously you want to do something to cover up the inside. But you could also use it as a journal cover. Just the base for a cover. It would be kind of cool. Which, again, then, you're going to want to cover this. But I just thought I'd show you. Keep your scraps. Make a master board. Play around and have fun. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I will be back with more use up your book page ideas. Until then, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.